New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. First up, 2 alternative artworks for Terminal World. We have Fabled Lurie. Fabled. And importantly, this one doesn't suck ass. He's got like some sort of weapon. A mask. Wait a minute. Is that the branded mask? No way, right? No, it's the Steel Swarm mask. Okay, good. We have also a new art for Jurak Meteor. This sucks. Jurak Meteor is not a guy. It's a meteor, as evidenced by this first one. Oh, there is kind of a guy in there. It should be called Jurak like a meteor, like Yakuza, like a dragon. All right, these were boring. Let's keep going. Rekindle dinosaurs with burial bisexual corn carnivorous. At some point, I think you have to take a step back and realize you're putting too many puns in a card's name. Ghostly flames of rage left smoldering eons passed from the side of a stone-cold fire. What is a bicorn? If it's not a bisexual unicorn, I believe what they're referring to is an animal with 2 horns. To me, that's normal, okay? Here we go. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Once per chain, during the main or battle phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon a dinosaur monster using this card you control. When a monster declares an attack, you can special summon 1 dinosaur monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions, and you can't special for the rest of the turn except dinosaurs. This doesn't matter. This isn't an effect that the deck really needed. It's weird that they gave them like a formula synchron, but I don't... Why? Who asked? I do appreciate that they've given Dinosaur a whole bunch of new like identities outside of normal summon Soul Eating Overraptor over the past half decade, but they still haven't really gotten past Soul Eating Overraptor. Its name is BBC. Does that help? It does. That puts it in league with every single Elestral's deck. By the way, please don't play Bean Soldier's bad Cyberse. Next up. New Nekroz support! Is this in bad taste to post this? Let's see what day it was. November 7th. Is it in bad taste to post the Nekroz 538 image as Donald Trump was winning? Probably not. Also, I really don't think this is going to happen. So, the Nekroz sweep is real, and importantly, I think a lot of people are excited for it for a number of reasons. The number one reason that we're all excited for it is the Nekroz trap. There's a search card that adds a Nekroz spell trap from your deck to your hand, and there's not yet a Nekroz trap, but there may be a Nekroz trap after this. So, we begin with Advance Magical Swordsman of the Neckcloth. Remember when this was called Neckcloth? The Neckcloth. Ah! Oh, banana. All right, so you can only use the third effect of this card's name once per duel. When this card is a normal summon, you can special summon a Nekroz monster from your deck, except for Advance Swordsman of the Nekroz. That's crazy. If you ritual summon exactly 1 Nekroz ritual monster with the card effect that requires use of monsters, this can be everything. That's strange wording. Is that the same wording as on Shurit, or is it different? Because I think Shurit's is a lot less restrictive, if that makes sense. I know it's field only, but with a card effect that requires use of monsters is the card that freaks me out. Why is that on there? Huh. If this card is tributed by a card effect, you could add any number of your banished Nekroz cards with different names to your hand. That's crazy. This card seems like an immediate inclusion in the deck. It's kind of lacking for a normal summon, so this is a nice one. What is he summoning from deck, by the way? Like, what Nekroz monsters? I imagine it's probably the next one. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Amelia 2. I knew there was a new Amelia because... P.U.N.K posted pornography of Amelia within seconds, and I was like, oh, must be a new Amelia out. If you have a warrior Nekroz monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. If this card is normally special summon, you can add a Nekroz ritual or a Nekroz spell from your deck to your hand. Okay. You normal summon this guy, and he searches this girl. Got it. If you ritual summon exactly one Nekroz ritual monster, you can use this card as the entire requirement. It's really cool that now that we're going to have 2 of those guys in rotation, all of that shit on the Nekroz spells, that's like you can send exactly one monster. Now, it doesn't matter at all, because no one's ever going to pay full price for a Nekroz ever again. This is kind of weird, too, because, like, I think what they're doing here is they're like, okay, the bar for a normal summon for rituals is already so high because of the existence of Diviner of the Herald. So it has to have whatever you make for rituals to compete with that card. It has to have enough stars to perform a ritual summon, which they've done, and add a ritual spell or ritual monster from your hand to compete with the Herald send, which they've done, which is funny. I find it quite funny. Neckcloth of Metaltron. Okay, this one's great. Fuck all of you that kept saying there were 2 Metaltrons, that Zephyr Metaltron and the other Metaltron are 2 different Metaltrons. We now know there is 1 Metaltron. Huge day for Catholics. I always believed in the unity of the duality. We go, you can use the pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. If your Nekroz card becomes banished face up, you can target a spell trap on the field, banish it. Hold up. Before I continue, chat is going, how does this prove there's only 1 Metaltron? Some people in chat are describing, oh, what this proves is, rather than 2 Metaltrons, there are 3 Metaltrons. Fuck you? Go to hell. This is literally how Catholicism happened. I'm going to do Vatican III right now. Okay. Ugh. You can ritual summon this card with any Nekroz ritual spell. Must be ritual summoned without using any level 9 monsters. You can only use the first monster effect of this card's name once per turn. During the main phase, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, banish this card, and if you do, banish that target. Really? You made like the big bad boss of all Nekrozes and it's just half of an SP? I mean, it's a fine effect, but I don't know. It's not the big bad boss. Who's the big bad boss? Fucking Valk? What do you mean? Oh no, this has nothing on decisive armor? Sophia? Oh, please don't play Sophia. A red bear. No. Stop. I mean, it seems fine. And we do have a new spell as well. Nekroz Divine Mirror. This is Gishki Divine Mirror, but purified. During the main phase, ritual summon a Nekroz ritual from your hand or banishment. Oh! By tributing monsters from your hand or field or sending Nekroz monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed its level. Importantly, I do like... Oh my god, wait, there's a number of things that are funny about this. Firstly, during the main phases on here because it's a quick play, which is nice. Secondly, you can send cards from your extra deck to the graveyard, but only Nekroz cards. Since there's no Nekroz Synchros yet, you have to send the face-up pendulums. That's what they're describing there. During your main phase, you can banish this card and Nekroz, add a Nekroz spell from your deck to hand. Good. Okay, no Nekroz trap. These are good cards. I mean, but you have to understand why people would be a little disappointed with them, right? Because what they've given you is a marginally better Diviner of the Heralds, right? This is like, these are better than Diviner of the Heralds for Nekroz. And this card is like part of an end board. But it's not like the difference between Nekroz being playable and dog shit was if they had SP Little Knight and if their Diviner was a little better, right? Like the margins on Diviner aren't going to determine if this deck is playable or not. They can make Bahamut Shark now. They could make Bahamut Shark before. It just wasn't great. I don't know. New gameplay? All right, I'll click. What is this? It's going to be a lithium video? It's not a lithium video, then why would I watch it? All right. Versus Snake Eyes Fire King. Okay, hold up. A red bear. Kaleido, grab the quick play. Kaleido for Unicorn, Herald for Caster. I'm not playing Cataster. For a red bear, add all those cards back. Prep rights, Amelia, Bahamut, Toad. And then what we're doing. Oh, we also drew Nadir Servant. I didn't realize that. Okay, we'll go for the Dogmaticaman. We'll add some more cards. Fuck it. Okay, then we're going Cycle for Unicorn. Then we're going Mirror for Trish. Or for Metaltron. This is not enough. I hate to be like this. There's no way this is enough. This is like a greatest of all possible worlds hand. They're like, you don't understand. Ever hear a Bahamut Toad? What if Bahamut Toad had SP on the field? Follow up. They added a little tracker. Follow up. You know what's crazy? I think it is still very possible they lose this. Okay, they do get to Trish here. Trish probably wins the game. That's crazy. They really were 1 point of interaction from still winning through the best possible board. That's pretty fucking funny. Oh man, I I don't know.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. New Nekroz support. Who would have expected this one? It's effect of your level 4, which kind of makes sense. But anyway, it's kind of disgusting. And the new ritual spell, it's not really a... This new ritual spell, quick play spell, also can banish itself. And unlike the other Nekroz spells...
Just Ashen Claws. Just says, fuck it, I'm Ashen Claws.
Yeah, that's a huge buff. So it basically fuels your banish pile to get that big add to the hand. And of course, Trish love them during their turn with, you know, the monster negation phase upon field. I think it's the level 10.
God, there's so many bad cards in this deck. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Next up. Maze of the Master. Are you willing to navigate the labyrinth to become a master? All right, so new TCG exclusive set. I don't know why they keep making these sets look like shit. Please stop. The first time it was okay. Now I'm getting a little pissed off. I don't want to see packs that are just the card art in little squares anymore. Stop it. I don't like it. There's a lot to be excited for in here. 10 new cards inspired by the Galaxy and Tachyon deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I imagine we are using that space to import 7th Tachyon. That's cool. Great news for shark enthusiasts who otherwise have been fucked. 7 new cards inspired by Kaiba's Xyz monsters from Battle City, and then used again by Chaz and GX. I believe we actually already have all those, right? Don't we know what those are? 7 new Trick Stars. Okay, no one cares. No LOL? No, we know some of them. We definitely do know some of them. The new A, the new B, the new C, and the new Econ. Come on. 7 new Trickstar cards. We know these. They're mid. 7 new Performage monsters. Hard to place because of the way Pendulum works. Plus many more. Well, the many more includes, I think, a TCG exclusive theme, just like most times this releases. And it's Odeon stuff. So I have long been a proponent of like the Odeon retrains. I think it's kind of shitty that Ishizu got her retrains and Odeon didn't get his. We have Embodiment of Apophis, which is like the single card that he has that's been retrained of late. But it looks like we are getting all of them. It's going to be like, I hope, trap monsters, but it's going to have to work really hard to make those playable, as evidenced by the Trap Monster TMT that now is locked to members only. Importantly, I also think we know that they're going to be illusions, right? We were told they're going to be illusion monsters, which is cool. That's neat. It's a lot of manga cards. Well, I don't want them to be manga cards. I want them to be good. Next up. Dance to a whole new beat with P.U.N.K. QCTB. All right. I better not see pornography of this child. I better not. I fucking. The reason I knew these released is because all on my feed was fucking softcore of the new P.U.N.K person. Can you people be normal? Too late, it's everywhere. Apparently not. All right, let's check out the new P.U.N.Ks. Noah P.U.N.K Rising Scale. All right, so P.U.N.Ks don't need a lot to be good. They're already pretty incredible. They are a U archetype for sure. To be included in normal decks, all you would really need is 1 or 2 pieces of support, which is great because there's 1 or 2 pieces of support. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card. Its name each once per turn. You can banish 1 other P.U.N.K card from your hand or graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Great. If this card is special summoned, you can pay 600, take a P.U.N.K monster from your deck or graveyard, except a level 8, add it to your hand or special summon it. Crazy. When a monster your opponent controls with 2,500 or more attack activates its effect, you can change it to face down defense position. This card's crazy. This card is quite strong. It is not P.U.N.K circular, but it's damn close. It is quite powerful. Randomly an end board piece for some reason. Well, one of the problems with P.U.N.K is they don't have a lot of options out of the extra deck. So, like, it is kind of cool that, like, oh, there's just, like, a random piece that has to be left on the field. What if it actually did something? That's, like, a pretty interesting take on that weirdness that is so integral to the P.U.N.K setup. Then we have P.U.N.K Jam Fever. Once per turn, you can Xyz summon P.U.N.K Jam Fever by using a P.U.N.K Fusion or Synchro monster you control as material. This is insane because P.U.N.K Jam Dragon Drive sucks ass once it's on field. So you just put this on top like a Zodiac. You can pay 600 and detach a material from this card. Draw a card. Oh. When another monster's effect is activated and you have a level 3 Psychic monster in your graveyard, you can detach a material from this card, negate the activation, and destroy that monster. It's a negate. Wow. So you might be looking at this and thinking, oh my god, 2 level 8s. That's ridiculous. It's got to... Wait, hold up. Who's that in the back? Wagon or something? That's Spider. Okay, Spider's the one with the yo-yos. I've now mastered P.U.N.K. It's Big Gabonga. I knew it! Okay, so, there's just a lot to say about this. First off, Chad is right, it is generic, but that doesn't matter. I guess maybe if you're playing Ghost Ogre, it matters. You're like... Yeah, I make this as part of the end board, but I get Ghost Ogre on the way. You know, that's actually not too far off because now any deck that can theoretically make a P.U.N.K Jam Dragon Drive can go add Ghost Ogre, then put this on top for Ghost Ogre plus a negate if you sequence it properly. That's kind of funny. Maybe that's something we'll think about. These cards are good, for sure. I think P.U.N.K already has, like, the chance to be played in a lot of strategies and just isn't for a number of reasons. And these are some cards that could theoretically put it over the edge, that could make playing P.U.N.K good. They didn't need a lot. These are strong-ass cards, for sure. Unfortunately, I know my audience, and I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are not going to be normal about this this level 8. New P.U.N.K combo, in quotes. Let's see. What do we got? Xiamen! What the hell is that? Oh, that's the new one? Okay. Amazing Dragon. That's got to be the new one. Big Gabonga. Wait a minute. Z's Armor Fortress. Detach 1. Goblin Biker. Big Fuckery. Big Dick Goblin Bikers. Clatter Sploder, bring back a Bonga. Fiendsmith line. La Crema. Crazy Ass Beast. Sequence. Sequence Effect. Desiree. We just made Crazy Beast to make Crazy Beast. Abaoku. There's Crazy Beast back into full armor. Full armor, grab back the trap, set a card. Bring back a Boaku. Alright, I mean, this is the existing Goblin end board plus a negate, so I don't know what you want me to tell you about that. Douglas, full armored, allows you to go into Big Gabonga again. A Boaku, IP, Boom Mock, Gabung your guy, they circular, you full armored Xyz. Dark Knight Lancer, take it. Sigma back. Luster Dragon number 2. Oh, man. Wait, this IP's crazy. It doesn't do anything. No, you have to lose your full armored. I don't know. That's like not crazy. 1 extra negate to Gabonga. That's okay. I'm all right with that. All right, moving on. Hack the planet with @Ignister. I know I wish I was dead. Is glad he's alive. Alan, here we go, baby. Does this count as Yusaku accepting Ai's marriage proposal to fuse into a Gestalt entity? Jesus Christ. No one on this planet is hornier than Vrains fans. And I'm one of them, baby. Accessu ba 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 data storm. And we are going to the data storm. Booster pack cover. This is that asshole that Yusaku plays all the fucking time and sucks in paper. Okay. Wizard @Ignister. If you control a Cyberse monster, special summon from the extra deck, you can target a dark Cyberse monster in your graveyard. I'm Dark Gothic Cyberse. Special summon both this card from your hand and that monster in defense position, and you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Cyberse monsters. Yeah, I do really appreciate that they're just giving them another circular. That's cool. You can banish this card from your field or graveyard, then target a monster your opponent controls, change its battle position. All right. I don't really get what that one's for, but why not? Now we have Oh! Wow. Okay, yeah. Holy moly. If you look like this, DM me. Holy fuck. Backup @Ignister. Level 3 Dark Cyberse Tuner Effect Monster. If you control a Cyberse monster, special summon from the extra deck, specialist from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a Dark Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand, except backup @Ignister, then discard a card. Another circular! 10 more circulars to Cyberse. These are crazy for a number of reasons. Obviously, these are great in like existing Cyberse piles, but they're also named @Ignister. Like, what the fuck? Like, so you can just search this with Piari? That's insane, right? Wow. That's unbelievable, yeah. Discard for effect 2. It's going to go crazy with these Cyberse Dark Worlds. All right, and he's back! And he's happy. Curry Kulink @Ignister. Oh, he's got like the, he's got a little tattoo on his tail now. It's kind of like a scorpion tail. Did he always have the scorpion tail? No, it was an arrow before. Wait, so they cut off his tail? No! Oh, no! It's his prison tat. But really it is, right? Oh, no. Yeah, I joined the Cyberse Nation. I don't really agree with their politics, but I needed protection in Cyberse prison. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Okay, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Quick effect, you contribute an Ad Ignister monster, specialist card. Okay, it's Linkaribo. It's a Linkaribo, but you can only use it on Ignister monsters. Okay, I get it. When a card effect is activated that targets a Cyberse monster you control, and you control a Cyberse monster special summoned from the extra deck, you contribute this card and negate that effect. Okay. That's all right. The thing about Ad Ignister is their big stupid fucking guy just sits on the field, and like you do have room for one extra dude on field that's just around. And this is better than nothing, but not by a lot. Like, oh, now I can protect my arrival Cyberse Ad Ignister from targeting. I think you're allowed to target it, right? Not a Link. Yeah, it's so fucked up that this guy's name is Kuriku Link, and he's a fucking monster that sits in the main deck. Very weird. A new Firewall monster also. God, we're still going. Okay. A tuner and a non-tuner. It's a synchro. Okay, so this does have a slot in Cyberse. Cyberse at present makes Win Pegasus Ad Ignister as part of like a setup combo. I'm Dark Gothic Firewall. Yeah. Ad Ignister. Yeah. All right. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target a Cyberse monster in your graveyard or banishment, add it to your hand. That's pretty good. Target a Cyberse monster you control that has a level. This level becomes that monster's, and if it's sent to the graveyard is... Whoa. This is crazy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so as part of the Ad Ignister ladder, you make a 7 and then you link it off. So this means that also you will have access to, if you didn't open it, I see you, I hear you, I understand your pain, or the Reborn, Idle Reborn. This is a really strong card. Holy moly. Code Igniter. All right, this guy looks like shit. Man, I just hate the way decode talkers look. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, ugh. You can only use it. Most Cyberse cards do. Let me just scroll up. You're going to tell me this one? You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can add a Cyberse Ritual monster from your deck to your hand. And then he performs a ritual summon. If you send to the graveyard, you can add an eye trap. That's really kind of them to be like, okay, put all the good effects on the Firewall and all the bad effects on the Decode Talker. No, I don't think I will. What if Moo Beta Fafnir was bad? This is Who Beta Fafnir. Who Beta Fafnir? No, this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Code Talker for sure. All right, we have Code Talker at Ignister. If this card is link summoned, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon other monsters for the rest of the turn. Special summon as many Cyberses from your graveyard as possible to zones this card points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you contribute a link monster this card points to, negate the activation. If you do, banish this card. This card is cool. It's a neat end board piece for decks that are willing to go through a Code Talker adjacent monster. Like a big fucking guy that gets you an extra negate. It kind of fulfills the same role as Apollosa, but you can't play it in everything. Chad is, of course, identifying the probable most likely place these cards are going to be played, which is Malice. Malice is going to be nuts with this. Anyone who goes through Heat Soul could theoretically play this as part of an end board. And there's a lot of decks that do that. Like MathMech probably would consider this guy. Interesting. Code Talker is 2 effect monsters. I don't think Code Talker works, right? It's not 23, right? Isn't it like 12? Yeah, it's 18. Wait, why does no one know what Code Talker has? Code Talker has 13. Code Talker has 1,000. What? Yeah, anyone who at present plays Transcode Talker Heat Soul will definitely make this instead. And, oh, wait, he found everybody! Yippee! Oh, no. All his friends were dead, and now they're back. Or maybe this was taken before they all died. Oh. Reveal a Cyberse monster in your hand. Apply this effect based on its attribute. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn after the card resolves. Special the revealed monster and add a non-dark level 4 or lower Cyberse from your deck to your hand. Okay. Or shuffle the revealed monster into the deck and add an Adagnister with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. This is an interesting card. It's like Small World if it was ass. But I think a significant amount of these decks would play Small World if it was ass. And now we have Partners. Partners. That's how you have to say it. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Target a face-up card your opponent controls equal to the number of Cyberse monsters you control with 2,300 original attack. Negate their effects till the end of the turn. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target one of your banished Cyberse monsters. Special summon it. Okay. So, like, this is what you're supposed to get with the rank 4. Man, Coder's going to go crazy. Code Talker seems really powerful with this. Okay, a lot of really cool stuff. And I think this has a real shot of making this deck good. Or at least showing up in Malice. Damn, that's nice as hell. Oh, I wish TCG has already weighed in. Support is just okay. From any starter, you get 2 Omnis, 2 draws, 4 bounces, 3 monster negates, towers, 2 follow-up revives without using any math mechs. Dimax has the response, which is, you know, I've always said the problem with Cyberse is the end boards aren't strong enough. That's true. That is true. Why stop here, by the way? You can complete the V-Link. My only issue is these don't help versus Seals, Shifter, Perulia, Fualos, but I suppose Crossout exists. You can't special after making the new guy. Oh no! Well, what if you make the guy in the other EMZ beforehand, and this is the last card you make? Of course, the difference isn't going to be if you U-Link or not. All right, last one. Promotion Pack 2024. Festiballoon. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. Each time a monster declares an attack, this card gains 1,000. During your main phase, you can make this card lose exactly 5,000 attack, and if you do, destroy all other cards on the field. This is a great card. It inflates you big and round. I think it's important every time it gains attack for you to go, oh, I'm so full. Secret Stash Slipshod Squirrel. During the main phase, you can target up to 3 spells or traps in your graveyard, banish them, and if you do, shuffle them into the deck during the end phase of the next turn. Okay, I don't care. During your standby phase, target one of your banished spells, set it. Terrible. Really bad. Bazoo, the soul-eating demonic beast. Why is he back? He looks like shit. What happened to old Bazoo? I liked how old Bazoo looked. Any Xyz material detached is banished. Well, that's a fun thing to print on a card. What the fuck? Who starts a conversation like that? What? Once per chain, if a monster card is sent to the graveyard, you can detach a material from this card. Okay. And then if the last material is detached from this card, you get to eat. You know, I'm already thinking about the U. This card is stupid. Yes! New development in the world of child with shitty present. You can discard a card, then target a monster your opponent controls that has a level. Roll a 6-sided die and apply the effect based on the result. Higher, destroy the target, then add a monster with the same original level from your deck to your hand. Equal to or lower, reduce the level by 1. Not good. And Shadow Trouble. Target a face-up card your opponent controls. Apply this effect based on the number of cards with that name in your opponent's graveyard. 1, destroy it. 2, banish it. 3, banish it. Also, all cards with that name from your opponent's field and graveyard face down. Sorry, am I missing something? How do you get to 3? Anti-Sidra technology. I guess, man. Who cares? Fuck off. Terrible news for Skull Servants, yeah. Thus concludes New Cards Pog